It's 106 KMEL, your girl Shay Diddy. I have the pleasure of having Nav in the building.
What's up?
Canada's finest.
Thank you.
Welcome to the Bay.
Appreciate it.
How have you been here before?
Yeah, a while ago before COVID. We had like a couple tours, but it's been like 3 or 4 years, so it feels good to be back.
Well, happy to see you going on tour, especially after COVID. I know everybody's trying to get their bag right now. So,
Right.
So how's tour been?
It's been amazing, you know. When we first started out, I was a little bit discouraged because, you know, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
I didn't know how I'm going to do and how everything was going to be. But we're at the end of it now, and I'm really glad I did it. And it felt really good touching the fans again. And it just made me more inspired to make more music that I could perform.
Well, what's the worst thing about touring and the best thing? Besides
The worst thing
meeting
about
fans?
touring is bunch of these guys on my face all day, just they arguing, talking, this, that. It's like you never really get time alone. And like no home cooked meals. That's probably the worst two things.
See?
The best things is like performing every night and just, you know, same thing. Like just how it's annoying to be around the guys, I love being around the guys too. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like both. It's a double-sided coin.
So do you get nervous when you go out to perform? Like you still get butterflies?
Maybe like the first 4 or 5 shows.
Yeah.
And like I just have like a routine before I go on stage. I like visualize coming off the stage happy, and that just helps my system.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy because I watched the interview of yours like not too long ago where you started talking about how you tried shrooms and you actually do shrooms
Yeah.
now. I've been always told that I should do shrooms. People say I'm uptight.
Yeah, but just do it with someone that you like feel comfortable with.
I don't trust nobody.
Nah, but you can't like nowadays they have these chocolates where like you can't overdose on shrooms. I don't think anybody ever overdosed on shrooms.
People jump out of windows.
That's a possibility, but I still think it's rare.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think that'll happen.
So how did it help you though? Because I remember you said something about self-doubt and you kind of removed that.
Like anybody who does shrooms knows that like sometimes you come out of a trip and it's like you went to therapy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
You come out like smiling with tears in your eyes and like you just learned something about yourself you never really knew, or like you might deal with like an internal conflict that you have with someone in your family just through yourself and forgive them. You know what I'm saying? Like it's deep. It's not like smoking weed. Smoking weed, just get high and chill and eat some junk food or whatever. Like
Yeah.
it's not like that.
How long's the trip for?
It depends how much you take and I guess like the quality.
Okay.
But it could be like 3 to 4 hours.
Okay, that's not bad. I remember last time I smoked weed, bruh. I don't know why I decided to do an edible at a damn concert.
Yeah.
But yeah, it wasn't good. It was at Outside Lands out here. It was too many people. I was tripping.
Yeah.
I was
That'd
tripping.
make you paranoid.
Bruh, super. That's why I don't smoke weed. So let's talk about your new single, Lately. Tell me about it.
It's just a song I produced myself. You know, a little taste for the next album.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, all produced by me and just like, you know, a different type of vibe. And I know a lot of my original fans wasn't really happy about it, whatever, but it's all good. Like
Why you say that?
because it's a different beat pattern they're not used to and stuff like that. But I got more of the classic stuff that they want to hear coming.
So you feel like you're evolving, showing growth on this album?
I mean, yes, in a lot of ways, but also sticking to that true original sound that they want. You know, that like eerie, like dark, deep stuff.
Right. So you think that fans were upset that you're producing it yourself?
No. Just the way the beat
beats.
pattern and everything was like, oh, they're not used to hearing this, and I'm cool with that. I just adjust, you know.
He's like, I just want to switch it up a little bit.
Yeah.
And so why'd you choose just to produce it yourself, though?
Because my first album was produced by me.
Yeah.
And ever since then, I kind of like did every other sound. I did a co-produced album with Metro. Then I did Reckless, which was a bunch of producers. Then I did Bad Habits, a bunch of producers. All this, you know, drifting away from the original sound.
Yeah.
And now they're just like on my body for that
Original.
thing. So yeah, I'm working on it.
So when is NAV 2 gonna drop?
Hopefully, I don't want to put no crazy thing, but hopefully like summer. Hopefully, yeah.
So are you done with the project? You still working on it?
Still working on it. I'm dying to get back so I could get back to work.
Really?
Yeah.
So how are you working with other people on it as well, as far as like features?
Yeah, couple people. I don't want to spoil nothing yet because it's too early.
Okay. Well then, let's speak it into existence. Who is somebody you would love to work with right now, but you haven't had a chance to work with?
I mean, I worked with everybody, so my answer always usually is Kanye. 'Cause he's a producer and an artist too, so
Yeah.
I would love to know how that like, comes out.
Oh.
But I've pretty much worked with almost everybody I want to work with.
Oh, that's amazing. Kanye's kind of free right now, so he might be able to make that happen.
Right.
So you just dropped a project last year, Demons Protected by Angels, and I saw the artwork for that. I was like, that's fire. Where'd that come from?
It's a dude named Eric Parker. He's I like to think he's a pretty popular artist.
Yeah.
And I seen his stuff in my manager's house, like his pieces.
Yeah.
And I always liked them, but then when it came time for the project, my manager was like, "What do you think about Eric Parker doing like his stuff in like your face or whatever. Pause. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was like, that sounds fire. And then when it came out, it was sick. And I really like the moving one, the one that's on like the graphics for YouTube. It like moves, all the elements move.
Yeah.
I just think it's dope.
It definitely is some dope art. I was like, okay, now I've got some artistic sides too.
Right.
I'm sorry, I'm still laughing at you saying pause. So the album, it debuted at #1 on the Billboard Hip Hop and R&B charts. How was that moment for you? Because that's something that's hard to come by.
I mean, it's not the first time I did it.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how I felt. Like, I felt like it's like kind of like normal. I don't know.
Like
Like
it's
the
supposed
first
to?
time it was crazy. I was like crying and shit. I was going crazy.
Yeah.
Second time I did it again. This time it was hip hop and R&B #1, but not overall #1 because Bad Bunny was on a tear. So I don't know. It was cool. Like,
Yeah.
it was cool.
He's like, all right, bet.
I just care that it sticks more. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? More than like the first week. I don't really care about the first week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you want it to last versus
Yeah, I want
having
people to
a
know the
moment.
words. Like when I come out and perform Baby tonight, they gonna know the words. That's what matters to me. You know what I mean?
And now, I know you're from Canada. What would you say is the biggest difference between people here in the U.S. and Canadians?
Well, it's like people be like, "Oh, Canadians are so polite," but that's because everybody's from a immigrant background.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like our parents teach us the things from back home and stuff. So I think like we just have more manners and things like that.
What kind of manners you talking about?
Like, thank you, you're welcome. Sometimes when I'm in a restaurant in America, I'll be like, oh, they'll be like, you want a refill? I'll be like, thank you, and they'll be like, mm-hmm. Like, what's mm-hmm? Like, what do I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, I don't know. They just don't have the etiquette and shit out here compared to us. It's still a bunch of nice people out here.
Yeah.
I love Americans, you know what I'm saying? Of course. But, you know, I feel like there's more chances of running into like a New York asshole in New York than it is in Toronto.
Oh, I ain't been back to New York after somebody basically mugged me in a train for saying hello. I was like, damn.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Well, people here in San Francisco or the Bay Area tend to be more friendly. Like, we'll talk to you in the store line for no reason.
That's good.
Anyway, so because you're from Canada, you know I got to ask you, right? What you think about your boy Tory Lanez?
The whole situation?
The whole situation and now him
I
looking
don't
at a
know.
prison sentence.
I don't know. I just don't wish I don't wish jail on nobody. So
Yeah.
it's just like I just hope everything works out all right.
Yeah.
I hope the truth is the truth. That's it. That's all I care.
I mean, the jury says it is what it is.
Yeah, I wasn't there, so I can't really speak on it.
No, absolutely. You know what I was also surprised by from you? I didn't know that you worked on Drake's back-to-back beat.
Yeah.
Like, I know that had to be a moment for you, but at the same time, like, damn, why'd you have to use a beat like that?
Nah, I mean, yeah, it was tricky. It was a funny situation because one of the first people that discovered me was Meek.
Mm-hmm.
So, like when I produced that, I didn't know Meek at the time.
Yeah.
I was just like I didn't blow up as an artist. So I made that beat and it came out, and then I blew up as an artist on SoundCloud, and nobody knew that I made that beat. So like I wasn't recognized as a producer first, which is good because I feel like when you're a producer and people know you're a producer, you try to become an artist. They're like, nah,
Yeah.
beat it. So it worked out in my favor, but it was just crazy like being around Meek. Like after he showed me so much love and helped my career so much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That like when I'm around him, I'm like, yo, do he know that I produced that? I don't think he did until like recently. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Meek's my brother for life. So
And I'm pretty sure he don't care
it
about
was a
that no
funny
more.
situation for sure.
That would be real awkward for me.
Yeah, it
Like-
was crazy.
Damn, bro. So I know you said recently that you got back to producing during some time off between the last couple of
Yeah.
years. What made you do that, and what kind of projects you've been working on?
I mean, it's just like the pressure from the fans, you know? And I knew I was being lazy. Like I knew like once I found like I signed some producers and they making fire beats, so I was rap on those. But I know I'm being lazy. I'm denying the true work, like of sitting down and playing the piano and doing that stuff.
What's a lazy one for you that you feel like was lazy for you?
I don't mean like necessarily lazy. Like I still made really great songs on other people's beats, like a lot of like big songs. It's just like it's like the approach to making music was lazy.
Okay.
Like, okay, I'm gonna load up some beats that my guys got instead of trying to make the beat and make a song from scratch, which is way more painful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been there for some people doing that in the studio. I'm like, bruh, it's
Yeah,
time
it's
to
not
get
easy.
up out
Like,
of here.
You gotta like the chord progression you play. You gotta like the drums you make. You gotta like the stuff you making. Like when you hear somebody else's beat, it's their beat, and they might not like it, but you'll like it because you know everybody judges their art. Like they're more tough. You're your toughest critic.
Yeah.
So it's tough when you're making the beat and then want to record on when you're a tough critic.
So wait, when you're in the studio, being that you're so focused, how much time do you really spend in there before you like take a break and go do other things?
I mean, if I go in there and I make one great song,
Yeah.
I'll leave. But if I go in there and I make like one half an idea and then another song and I don't really like it, I might beat it the whole night.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to hear what this new project sounds like. Nav 2 coming this year.
Mm-hmm.
What's the next single?
I can't say.
Damn.
We haven't picked.
You haven't picked it yet?
No.
Okay, well, go check out Lately. It's definitely out for you guys right now. Appreciate you for coming through. My man Nav, your girl Shay Diddy. It's 106 KMEL.